We've got three people trying to rewrite history at the moment. Omid Scobie, who says he doesn't have any emotion about the revelations from the Dutch version of his book. He says he has no responsibility for that. Anyway, everybody in Fleet Street knows. But everybody in Fleet Street knows something. They don't necessarily know if this is true or not. And the claim is heavily varnished with interpretation, and I think is deeply unfair. But that's neither here nor there. It's out there, and in Good Morning, or This Morning, on TV, he was challenged and said, well, effectively, is this a ruse to get more sales of your book? Are you just peddling your nonsense? Because that's really what it is. The book is appallingly written, and if this is the last thing that Omid Scobie writes, I think that's probably just as well. Anyway, I don't know whether it was... his skin looks very taut, doesn't it? But he did look as if he was on the edge of crying, poor man. And then there's Farage, and his friends are trying desperately to whitewash him. Is that the right word when you've been accused of racism? But yes, Azorius Mage says, I don't believe making a cameo saying an N-word and then D, and then claiming you are not racist holds water. He is not that stupid. Well, on the contrary, I think while being charming, one can also be stupid. And I also think after 20 years, if he can't get the rhetoric right about Europe and about Brexit, well then he would be monumentally dense. But I think it's perfectly possible to be lured into saying things which are slightly out of the blue. These cameo things, they come in on your phone, you just repeat what they're saying, I presume. Whenever I've had a cameo request, I've always tried to do something original. I've always tried to be as honest and authentic as possible. But I do know that people with limited time just repeat whatever is said on the screen and don't think anything of it. I can well imagine Mr. Farage being, what do you say? That's stupid. As for Bryn Jones, says that I don't make my mind up. Why would I make my mind up? I don't think I'm here to make my mind up. I'm here to look at different views of the same issue because nobody else is doing that. And so apologies if I don't seem to make my mind up and if I'm not in one camp or the other. But I think even with people who I feel I dislike, I would always give them a second chance, even Matt Hancock. Oh, a second chance in the stationery cupboard. And no, I'm not going to give up that little bit of entertainment, because I feel when you've got somebody as bland and potentially unpleasant as Matt Hancock, you want to give him every opportunity to shine. And if his own chosen personality doesn't shine, and it certainly didn't in SAS Who Cares, wins, and I don't think it shone that much in I'm a Celebrity. I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt and project a little Frankie Howard and Kenneth Williams onto him. And if that doesn't buck him up, well, then of course he is gone. But yeah, I would like. And as for Matt Hancock, apparently, D. Robbo 7798 says, no way. He had his hands full. I saw the CCTV. I've got my hands full in the stationery cupboard. Ooh, all these pencils to choose from, and not a rubber on any of them. There we are.